Well, the women
Leeds
do that,
British
bouncing
Open
around, but the men don't
1995,
seem to do it.
Ladies Championship final. Liz Irving to serve, Michelle Martin to receive. Best of 5 games, love all.
So it's Liz Irving having the service, and now already Michelle Martin the hold up with the service.
Stroke to Miss Martin. 1 love.
Curiously uncertain Michelle Martin in the earlier rounds has started well in this ladies' final in the Leeds British Open. We've seen a very positive Liz Irving throughout this tournament.
Right, please.
Despite the fact that she's only recently recovered from quite a bad flu bug, she's been really very dominant.
Out. Hand out. Love 2. Hand out 2 love.
That was a lovely tight ball there from Michelle. Liz actually clipping her racket on the sidewall.
Not up. Hand out, love 2.
So the pattern of this game should be, Lisa, you've played them both. You know the way they construct their games. How do you see it this day?
Well, like I always say, Liz starts fairly slowly. And she generally loses the first game. She didn't in the semi-final yesterday, but normally that's the pattern of her game. Michelle goes out a lot quicker. They both play a lot of shots, spray the ball around the court quite a lot, use all the 4 corners. Play a very similar game.
Yes, lad.
So it should be an interesting one.
I saw them play in the Leeds Classic final last year, and Liz prevailed in 5, and it did seem to me at that time that the one advantage that Liz had was her mobility. She seemed to be quite considerably more athletic than Michelle, who has come on in that department considerably over the last 3 years. And on that day, Liz turned and twisted her.
Hand out, 2 love.
Got onto the ball very quickly, and Michelle really never settled.
Love 2.
But both girls have tremendous backhand boasts.
Hand out, 2 love.
We've already seen the attack from the backhand quarter on the boast from Liz Irving.
Yes, lad.
And just as good a response from Michelle Martin. There's the boast going in again. And as you said, Lisa, there's a lot of activity, a lot of movement, a lot of variation of shot, and a beautiful length to the back of the court.
3 love.
Michelle Martin is finding that length that has destroyed the opposition over the last 3 years.
5-love.
And this is much more dominant, isn't it, Lisa?
Yeah, Jonah, Michelle's playing a lot tighter game today than yesterday. She's tended to be a bit nervous yesterday, and maybe she's got that out of her system. She started a lot quicker today. Like I said, Liz is a little bit slow in starting, but I think today it's due to Michelle starting off very fast.
Down. Hand out, love 5.
Yeah, it's an interesting rally where Michelle there clips the top of the tin.
1-5.
So both girls really using the boast as a severe and working weapon. Once they take their opponent in, they're then looking to cut off around the middle of the court, covering the ball in the front.
Hand out, 5-2.
And this is another typical Martin shot here. The whole Martin family love to hit the nick, and Michelle got that one.
This, as it should be, is already the best quality of all the ladies' matches in this championship. Some tough rallying deep, and then waiting for the opportunity to go in short. Good recoveries. The work round the walls. Michelle just clipping the top of the tin.
This is a lovely rally, like Jonas says, and Michelle's just unfortunate there. Ball just clips the top.
Stroke from serving. 3-5.
So Liz Irving from Brisbane. Slightly slower at the start, but starting to move. That's the perfect falling length. Second bounce, dying in the back corners. And a great rejoinder from Liz Irving. Smartly cross-court into the nick.
Down. 4-5.
Good length again.
Hand out, 5-4.
Yeah, this is a nice length from Michelle there. Liz doesn't quite get it up with the boast.
Yes, let 5-4. From the right, please. Appeal left. No let. Appeal right. No let. Overall.
I think that was the right decision there, actually. I think Liz was caught going the wrong way.
5-4.
And I think the referee, although there's an appeal, it was correct.
6-4. Thank you.
So it's 6-4. First game of the ladies' final.
7-4. Yes, lad.
We had a good example there of Liz taking Michelle in short and then moving up to the tee, looking for the cross court, which was quite shallow.
7-4.
Didn't quite get it right, and there was an automatic let to be played. Good position for Michelle, puts the ball away.
8-4, game ball.
So the holder goes to game ball in the first game. Works the volley post. Liz Irving turning well,
Now,
but the error
9-4.
made. So first blood to Michelle Martin. First game 9-4.
First game to Miss Martin.
She's not playing from the centre. She's letting you dictate from the centre all the time, so keep on dictating from the centre, and you can be a little bit more patient when you go for a backhand short. It doesn't have to be, her shot doesn't have to be clinging on the wall. If it's clinging, we'll hit it back deep. If she's giving you plenty of shots which are coming out from the side, we'll then go short on it, right? But keep the centre. You know, she's letting you take the centre, so keep playing from the centre. You're playing very, very well. This is the best you've played this week. Keep concentrating. Nice and relaxed. Those cross courts are really, really putting her under pressure. You can't handle it.
So both girls listening intently to their respective advisory services. Some calm back up to the performers on the court. That kind of backup so vitally important.
Level.
So Michelle Martin has taken the first game. A really good quality squash from both players. And the world champion, without any doubt, producing her best squash of the tournament at the critical time.
Down. 2-love.
This is a very important game for Liz. She really must get ahead in this and get the first few points under her belt.
Love 2.
Otherwise, Michelle's going to be very confident, and she's looking more and more confident as the game goes on.
Hand out. 2-love.
Michelle's certainly starting to use that quality of short shot, isn't she? She's very severe when she's playing well. But that's a fantastic boast from Liz Irving.
And this is what Liz has to do. She has to step in and take the ball a lot earlier and put Michelle under pressure at the front of the court. There again, that's an excellent boast from Liz.
Michelle's coach, her uncle Lionel Roberts, telling her that when she went into the front of the court and was dropping, that it didn't necessarily have to be a cling-up.
2-all.
But I think, Lisa, that Liz is moving very well today, and when the short shots go in from Michelle, there's got to be a real quality, otherwise she's going to pay for it, isn't she?
That's right, Liz is very good at the front of the court, and she's a natural mover about the court. And she seems to flow quite easily to the ball.
Yes, lad.
So they do have to be tight.
2-all.
Liz a bit ambitious,
2-all.
really working the walls and trying a reverse angle. Quite a difficult position, very risky and not making it. Oh, that's good stuff from both girls.
3-2.
What an attack.
Yeah, that's the shot she needs. She really needs to twist and turn, Michelle.
2-3.
Here we see, yeah, Michelle bringing Liz to the front, and it's great, hard cross court.
Hand out, 3-2.
When Liz reads where Michelle is going to put the ball, and she then moves very quickly. I mean, that was a magnificent shot.
I think she read that one, Jonah, but it was too good.
4-2.
Couldn't do much about that one.
So twice in this
5-2.
game, the boast has gone in from Liz Irving, and it's not been a bad boast, but Michelle has read it, moved into the forecourt, and then has found the answer and a winner. The boast has gone in again. It's put Liz under pressure. She's got out of it ever so well. Great quality in this rally. And the final squeeze across court.
And Michelle is really dominating this rally. She's making Liz work all over the court, and as you can see, all four corners. And they're winning on a great cross-court drive.
Down.
That's bad error.
7-2.
So the holder, Michelle Martin, 1 game to love, and 7-2 in the second in the Leaks British Open Ladies Final.
Hand out, 2-7.
I think Liz was guessing a bit there, which she guessed wrong, but Michelle hit it back to herself.
Down.
Another one there.
3-7.
Just a little loss of concentration. She's had excellent momentum throughout the match.
4-7.
But 3 quick points. Lovely width out of the front of the court. Liz's opportunity and a fine straight volley.
Yeah, this is a great rally, and here
5-7.
Michelle puts the ball up, but it's a bit loose, and Liz puts it away. Lovely drop shot.
So it's a high pace. Both girls terrific strikers of the ball. Tremendous recoveries from Liz. The boast. Early volley, unbelievably early, but Michelle really moving so much better than earlier this week. This sort of rally would kill most club players.
Kill me, Jonah.
You sense it's a critical one.
Down.
That must be the rally of the match so far. Both girls working very, very hard. Michelle not quite making it there.
6-7.
So Liz Irving pulling back from 2-7 to 6-7. She was in a crisis, and Michelle was really motoring, made a really rather strange error in hitting the ball back to herself with a court at her mercy. Liz has come back, always a fighter.
Very dangerous from behind Liz. She claws her way back and the players know it. They worry about playing her when they're up in the match.
Good position in the forecourt. There goes the width again. Liz somehow gets it back, doing a lot of work. Early volley, reflex stuff. Beautiful post, but a magnificent drop shot off it.
Yeah, both girls working. I think Liz is working harder here, but that's a clinging drop shot. Clinging drop shot to the sidewall. And there's no way Liz was going to get that back.
She took it well. Quite an awkward position. Such talent.
Famous Irving boast there, reverse angle.
Down.
Perhaps one boast too many.
And out, 7-6.
Still in with a chance. The surge to the second game, which looked almost inevitable for Michelle Martin, has now turned into a real battle.
Peel left. No let, sustained. Hand out, 6-7.
I agree with that decision, do you, Jonah? Perhaps it was Liz's shot.
Yeah, it was a tight decision. Didn't seem to be
Straight to Miss Martin. Hand out, 7-6.
much confrontation with the players. Post, quick onto the drop, counter drop. Oh, very, very good.
This is where you see the players' movement so well in the front. Liz moving really well, counter dropping, and Michelle never going to reach that one.
I think just tipping the top of the tin. So Liz Irving back to 7-all. The second game, one game down. A great drop shot from Michelle.
Hand out, 7-all.
Crucial game, I think, Jonah.
Absolutely.
Led, 7-all.
I think the crowd will, at this stage, be very much on the side of Liz Irving. Like to see a really good contest. One has the impression that if Michelle goes 2 games up,
hand out, 7-all.
It could then drift away from Liz, but she's got the service back again. Oh, very clever.
7-all.
Yeah, Michelle actually thinking of another shot here. And Liz is left stranded at the back of the court. It's not a bad answer.
Hand out, 7-all.
Cross-court volley, Nick. It's terrific to see these girls playing at their best. Liz has been in so many finals and semi-finals without ever winning a major.
Hand out, 7-all.
The emergence of Michelle Martin over the last 3 years has had a devastating effect on the ladies' game.
Down.
Unfortunate error there,
8-7
Lisa.
game ball. Right
I think
side.
that's a very dangerous point really to hit in the tin there, Jonah.
So game ball for a 2 games to love lead for the holder, Michelle Martin. Just in play. Liz just getting it up and finding the net.
What a time to hit a nick really for Liz. It was the most important time of the match. And it rolls out.
And it didn't come out of a textbook either, Lisa. Oh, that's fantastic width and depth. 3/4 court nick.
Hand out, 8-7, game ball.
So the second game ball for Michelle Martin. We both feel that Liz has got to claw her way to this game. Powerful attack, that boast, which has been productive but at times has exposed Liz in the front right-hand court. Michelle Martin going for the winner. Beautiful drive down the wall.
Game 9-7, Miss Martin leads 2 games to love.
Yeah, this is one of the great rallies of the match so far. Michelle dominating there, volleying tight down to the deep forehand corner.
Biggest thing now is when you go back on, you've got to start all over again, point by point by point. Got it? You mustn't have a thing I'm up too low, I'll definitely relate, because she'll come back. When you hand in, give them, if the ball's half court, short, poster, move her around. Plays very well. Come on, she's feeling it. Push yourself, right? Yeah, you're going to get tired this game. Alright? Take a deep breath, come on. It's a long way to go yet.
Yeah.
Right? You're going to be pushing hard,
Yeah.
she's going to relax maybe, hopefully. Right? Got to get some points on board early. Alright, think about it, it's a long way to go.
Yeah. Come on, Nick. Come on.
Quiet, please. Miss Martin leads 2 games to love. Love all.
So Michelle Martin, current holder, current world champion, leads off 3rd game with a 2 games to love lead in this Leaks British Open Ladies Final.
1 love.
Good start for Liz.
Hand out, love 1.
And Lisa, we've had some amazingly good squash at one and the same time from both parties
Down.
in this, haven't we?
Yeah, I mean, it's very, very good for the British Open final. This shot here is another good one here from Liz. Great boast. Michelle clipping the top of the tin.
2-1.
And the British Open final in the past it's a very nervous thing. Women tend to get very nervous in the final, and there's been some one-sided matches in the past, and this is one of the best matches I've seen.
Down.
Well,
Hand out, 1-2.
and of course, last year in the Leaks Classic final, Liz Irving prevailed over the then world champion. 5 very fine games.
Hand out, 2-1.
Here's Liz looking a lot more confident now. That's a good touch she has there.
Yes, let. Yes, let. 2-1. Feel right. Yes, let. Sustained. 2-1 from the right.
Interesting.
I think it was a pretty good decision not to take the ball. When they're clinging on the walls like that, you can get away with the let, then why not?
She asked nicely, I think.
Down. Hand out, 1-2.
But Liz is 2 games to love down, Lisa, so the problem is considerable, is it not?
I think it is. I mean, Liz is very, like I keep saying, she is good when she's down, but Michelle's a tougher opponent than most.
Hand out, 2-1.
And this shot here from Liz will help matters. She sort of held the ball there and flicked it cross court, left Michelle stranded in the middle.
And in the break between the second and the third, we had Liz's coach, James Hyatt, exhorting her to remember that it was going to still be a very long, hard
Hand
match.
out, 1-2.
Telling her to reconcentrate, to focus on it.
Stroke to Miss Martin. 2-all. Heel right. Stroke to Miss Martin, sustained. 2-all.
Just a little bit messy in the last couple of points.
Yes, let. 2-all. Peel right. No let. Peel left. No let. Overall.
Oh, that's an overruling.
Hand out, 2-1.
The main referee, Tony Parker, being overruled by the 2 others.
Out. Hand out, 1-2. Thank you.
So the referee
2-all.
just a little bit out on the score. It does happen from time to time.
He's very nervous, I'm sure.
Ball's happening so fast. That is the tight drop shot.
3-2.
On the forehand now you see Michelle hitting another clinging drop shot.
Perhaps Liz should have asked for the let there, Lisa.
Maybe you only get them on the backhand, Joanna. Oh.
That was a weak shot.
4-2.
So Michelle Martin 2-love and 4-2 in the third game. And Liz Irving has suddenly gone very ragged, and the champion is looking the part. Still in pole position. Vicious cross-court drive.
5-2.
Yeah, like Jonah said, very vicious cross court. Wide, left Liz nowhere. This is looking a little rejected now.
Under pressure, got it out well. Tight drop, and just not making it.
Hand out, 2-5.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't look so tight when we saw it the first time, but as we see on the replay, it was a very tight ball there from Liz.
That was really quite amazing, because Liz's drop on the backhand side was tight, and she must have felt that there was no way Michelle could have squeezed it wide like that. Good quick return of serve, though.
Hand out, 2-5.
I don't think that Michelle's coach or Uncle Lionel Roberts will have been pleased with that. And you earn the service, and you shouldn't give it away in that manner.
Hand out, 5-2.
Yeah, Liz not happy here. This ball sort of jumps out and she catches her wrong-footed.
Down. out, 2-5.
So Michelle Martin not capitalising in good positions.
Out.
Unfortunate
And
service.
5-2.
Not the
Serving
time.
out.
Sorry, Jonah. Not the time to play a serve like that.
Stroke to Miss Martin. 6-2. Peel right. Sustain.
And the frustration
6-2.
registering now, Lisa.
Yeah, Liz looking dejected and a bit lost at the moment.
Hand out, 2-6.
Michelle not closing her down though, 2 or 3 times, has had the opportunity to go further away. Making what must be considered unforced errors, but Liz feeding it back again.
Hand out, 6-2.
Oh, that's a fine volley cross court.
7-2.
Yeah, this is a really nice shot from Michelle. She changes the pace and direction of the ball.
Hand out. 2-7.
So Liz Irving fighting for her squash life in yet another final.
Down. 3-7.
2 games down and 3-7 in the third.
Yes, lad. 3-7.
No movement there at all, Lisa.
Yeah, Liz looks a bit heavy in the legs there. I don't know whether she's tired or whether it's tension coming in, dejection.
Hand out, 3-7.
So perhaps a final bit of tension, trying to retain her title. Winning in 1993.
Yeah, that's what she needs. Stepping in early there. Liz really stepping in early there and showing that she's still got something in her.
So the holder for the last 2 years has to wait yet again.
Yes, lad. 4-7.
There she is. She's wanting to get from 7 to 9 instantly, and we've seen the errors that come with that. Construction of her game has not been so good, and her opponent has not been moving as well, but always fighting hard. Seen some great quality from these two girls during the course of the match. And Liz Irving coming back.
5-7.
That's a good volley, just recovered. Michelle got out of it. Both sitting up a bit. Michelle in a good position for the drop. Not good enough though, and counter drops.
Yes, lad. 5-7. Appeal right. Yes, lad. Sustained. 5-7.
Michelle seemed to be moving a lot better today, Jonah, especially in that last rally when she picked up that drop.
Yes, I agree with that. She has really moved quite poorly throughout this tournament. A little bit of contact accidental.
Stroke to Miss Martin. Hand out, 7-5.
But a severe penalty. Prevented from playing her shot. So Michelle Martin at 7-5 now. The 7 has been a sticking point. Great volley, and the recovery not good enough.
8-5, match ball.
So that stroke gives Michelle Martin, the holder, first match point, which immediately she
And out,
dissipates.
5-8.
A lot of tension now.
Down.
Fortunately, Liz can't capitalise.
And out, 8-5, match ball.
She too is under strain. Second match point for Michelle Martin. Positive hitting through the ball. Both girls still in play, and the error on the forehand volley. Good
And out,
opportunity.
5-8.
Rash of unforced errors. Liz lives again.
Can she come back?
Oh, second boast. Got the volley. The width from Michelle wasn't good enough. Volley short, not good enough. Volleyed again. Tremendous work round the middle of the court from both girls. The heart rate zooming up again with a rally like this. Just back into play. How did she get that one? Oh. Oh, that's great stuff.
It was appealing.
No left. No
Yeah,
left.
after a long rally like
No
that,
left.
Liz is appealing,
No
but
left
Liz,
sustained.
no left.
8-5, match ball.
So match point number 3 for Michelle Martin. Reverse angle goes in, little drop, and that'll be a stroke.
Spoke to Miss Irving.
And
That
she's
was-
holding on.
She worked
now
that well,
5-8.
Lisa.
Down.
Ah, but unfortunately,
And out, 8-5.
her own
match
inability to proceed further. Fourth match point. Frantic activity. Drop very
ball.
high.
Just let.
A nervous drop there, I think.
Match ball.
I don't know if it was a drop or a lob, Jonah.
Almost went to a length, Lisa. And here it is, a left. So match point still. Good width and depth. Liz just getting it out. That's a good length. Another good length from Michelle. Tight ball. Liz in short, just got back. And the volley, short volley, just picked up. Good opportunity to finish. Somehow in play from Liz. And still in play. A fierce third drive. Still pole position for Michelle. Still holding the tee, but Liz in it. And I don't know what that shot came from.
Reaction there.
It's incredible. She went short, came out. This could be it. And that
It
is
is.
it.
Great match.
So Michelle Martin takes the ladies' title at the Leaks British Open 1995. Her coach and uncle Lionel Roberts embracing her as she goes off court.
Miss Martin wins 3 games to love. 9-4, 9-7, 9-5.
Hi, Michelle. Hi, Alan Wilkins. I'm going to do an interview at BBC in Sky, okay? Well played.
Thank you.
Take a breath.
Ready, Alan?
Oh, I've got to be down here.
Say when you're
You're
ready.
right. Give the lady a breath.
Ready to go.
Well, Michelle, probably unfair of us to talk to you seconds after that fantastic win. You're tired. It was quite a contest.
It was quite a contest. It was probably the hardest British Open I've played. So I've had some hard matches, and I don't think I've played my best squash, but I'm actually happy now to have come out and won. So, I mean, there's room for improvement for the World Championships, I think, already. So, work on it.
Do you think there's a little bit more to come from Michelle Martin?
After this week's performance, I don't think it's my best squash I've played. So, I'm just happy now to walk away the winner and not having played 100%. I think so. I'll work on it, and I think there is a bit more there.
Did the semi-final against Sarah Fitzgerald take a little bit out of you?
I don't think it took much out of me. I think it's more, I haven't actually felt really on my toes all week, and I felt a bit tentative with my shots. So I'll go home and work on it. I think maybe it's the 5 weeks that I've spent in England it's not the usual preparation for my tournaments, so or for the majors anyway. So I know what to work on next time.
Well, you've also broken quite a bogey in Cardiff. This is your first win here.
It is, third time lucky, so yes.
And you knew what a fight that Liz Irving was going to give you.
Definitely. I mean, in the second game, you can see what she can do. She was 7-2 down, and I mean, as I said, I was getting tentative, and she was playing quite well, and she has played well all week, and so I knew I was going to be in for a tough match today.
Did you work on a tactic that you knew that you had to use to beat her today?
I did, but I don't know whether it really went to plan because, as I said, I was a bit tentative in my drop shots and things. So, I mean, when you're tentative, it's very hard to work to a plan. You just got to get out there and play your best, and hopefully it'll come off.
Well, sum up now how you feel having won your third British Open here in Cardiff.
Well, I think this one's the best one ever. I mean, the first one was pretty good, but I think this one's probably been the toughest tournament for me. So, more mental side than anything. So, yeah, it's fantastic.
Well, Michelle, many congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks, Michelle. Thanks a lot. Okay.
Thank you very much, sir. Top job.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed that. I'd like, if I can, to bring our two finalists back onto the court. I'd like you to welcome them here. Please welcome Liz Irving, Michelle Martin. And to make the presentations, I'd like to bring on the Managing Director of Leaks, Gerald Leak, together with Nigel Moore, the General Secretary of the Squash Rackets Association. Just before we make the presentation, I think it would be appropriate if we just had one quick word. Michelle, I think it's right that you should say something first of all about your opponent.
Well, I tell you, she was a tough one today. Liz and I have played a lot of tournaments, and luckily this year, this is our third time we've played in Cardiff, and third time lucky for me. I'm fortunate, but she's a tough competitor, and I think this week showed that she's very talented player because she's come after Guernsey. She didn't perform too well, and she's lifted her spirits on high this week, and she performed very well.
A hat-trick of titles. Now it begs the question: can you dominate like the Heather Mackays or the Suda boys?
We'll see.
I know certainly that you had in your corner your Uncle Lionel. How much of an influence has he been on your career over the last 3 years?
Well, I think he's brought me from, I felt like a beginner when I first met him, I think, because he's brought me from strength to strength. My fitness before, I didn't really know, I thought I was fit before until I met him, and I mean, it's just unbelievable what I do now compared to what I did before. I mean, it's all through his hard work that I've got to where I am, so I'm grateful for all the time he's put in to me.
I hope you're blushing, Lionel. I wonder, Mr. Leak, would you be so kind as to present the cheque to the runner-up, Liz Irving? And to our champion, Michelle Martin, Mr. Leak. Now I know that the money means absolutely nothing to these ladies. Let's give them what they really fight for, the title. Nigel, would you please present the 1995 champion, Leaks British Open.